Good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a good morning. It's Monday, the first day of the week, as usual. So we'll start off with the play on our screen. This is Euro USD. So far, this chart has been upwards, but as you can see, the previous week's candle actually closed as a bearish pin bar. This candle here, the one which I had previous week, this one, stands for a very good sell signal. So although somehow the price is upwards, we've seen price continue upwards, we still expect a continuation to the lower side. We expect that because of this candle, this pin bar, we expect price to proceed to the lower side. We expect it, sorry. So we expect price to proceed from this point here where the price is now. We do expect a correction up to this level here, the other line which you have, which is this one. So what you're supposed to be looking for side position, especially around the previous week's opening price here, or around the previous week's highest high, which should be here. Okay, the next chart we look at is GBP/USD. GBP/USD so far, the same thing is happening. You can see that the previous one closed as a pin bar, but not a very good pin bar, but still a pin bar. If you draw horizontal line around the same place, yeah, you should be able to see that we had a resistance here, we had a resistance, and where the price is now, this was a very good resistance. So this should give us the best place to look for a sell from up to this support. So keep looking for sell orders, expect price to proceed onwards, expect a continuation at sell up to 1.2811, and if the price breaks and closes below this level, then expect a move even lower up to 1.14. I should be here. Expect a move down up to that point. So far it should be clear. So far we need to already understand that this is downwards somehow. We are around a significant resistance, and if the price does not clearly close above it, then that will give us the correct place to look for a sell from. So you remember what I said previously, that we used the zigzag for setting the stop loss. That's the main reason you're seeing it on the screen. I use it basically to set the stop losses. So if you look at the 1 hour chart, this is what will happen. You can see that the price has gone above the top. This is like the high, this is like the low. So when the price goes above the top, we buy it, and you have a stop loss below the bottom, which is this one. And if, like in this case, we had a break below here, we sell it, then you have a stop loss above the top. So that means that the distance between this and this gives us the correct distance for the stop loss. That we set our stop loss based on the distance between this low and this top. And the next chart, USD JPY. So JPY so far, if you check the weekly chart, we are downwards. You draw a trend line from this top here. This is bearish somehow. The first touch we had a resistance, the price moved down, it came back the second time but could not hit that line. Then it came back the third time, it hit that line and could not break any higher. So we want a third touch, we want price to come back again to the same place the third time. Like we want this move to continue upwards up to this resistance, then reverse from that point to the loss. This is what we expect to happen. So if you are on this chart now, you're supposed to be expecting a sell when the price gets to this level the third time. I hope that is clear. Now the next chart I would like to look at, is SP500. Yeah, this is actively to the upper side. If you check the daily chart, you can see that we had a buy from this point here. We've been continuing upwards. The price continues to move to the upper side. We have this after the price has gone above this high. This is a very good buy opportunity. You're supposed to have taken a buy and be holding on to that buy up till now. So as it is now, we are still in a buy which you took previously when the price went above this high. You took some buy position. We had our stop loss here. Somehow that buy is still being sustained. So if you didn't buy it, you can still look for buy positions. If you bought it, then hold on to the buy which you had previously. You can still look for buy positions even as we're speaking right now. So that buy, you can see that the price has successfully closed above this high. This is a very significant resistance. A very, very significant resistance, which means somehow we do expect a continuation much higher. So the next chart is Brent oil. Brent oil is consolidating. There is no clear direction as we are speaking now. We have that, and then we also have another one from the bottom. So you can see that the price is being held within two lines, the upper one and the lower one. If the price bounces off from the upper one, we pick a sell. And if the price bounces off from the lower one, then we pick a buy. If the price breaks any of those levels, then we are going to trade the direction of the break. That is, if it breaks above, we expect a continuation to the upper side. If it does break below, then we expect a continuation to the lower side. Those are the only two possible scenarios. So I hope that makes some sense. We look at the last chart for the day. Gold. So gold is in a correction mode, but if you check properly, if you check your indicators, you can see that we are somehow still overbought. So we still expect further corrections to the lower side. Just look at this. This is like 3 months ago, 3 or 4 months. From this point, this was in April. We had gold. The last time the gold touched below 20 was in March. From March up until now, there is no time that gold has gone below 20, which means gold is still being overbought. If the price can successfully break below 20, let's say the indicator goes below 20, then that may be the sign that we are now we have corrected ourselves correctly. But as it is now, gold is still overbought. We do still expect a correction, others we still expect more movements to the lower side, and the price needs to come down up to this point. This one. We expect the price to proceed down up to 18.68. So thank you very much. That should bring us to the end of today's session. I will meet again tomorrow at the session. So thank you. See you.